My name is Prudence Pharoah Bruns. I have a PhD in Sanskrit and I've written a couple of books, but I think I'm most famous for being Dear Prudence from the Beatles song. I got involved in TM because I wanted to be alive inside. I wanted to be a spiritual person. I felt I really wanted to study under the one person who knew about it, and that was Maharishi Mahesh Yogi. So once I learned TM, then I became obsessed with trying to study it more. And even though the Beatles were on the course and it was a big deal and they were wonderful people, that wasn't as important to me. So my focus was going into my room and meditating, which wasn't necessarily understood by a lot of people, but it was because I knew that my time was precious there, under the tutelage of a master of yoga, and I don't regret a moment of it. I've been married to my husband since 1969. We're both very different, both very strong-willed, and I never would have stayed married to him if I wasn't meditating. But we always meditate together, and that's a very powerful connection. You know, having children and fulfilling my dreams. I made a movie. I went to school and got a PhD in Sanskrit. I really do attribute all of that to the depth of silence that I first received when I was in India, but through years of meditating, it's just enriched my life so much. And that's why at this point in my life, I'm giving back. I mean, it's time. You know, my children are growing. I've had everything. The reason I feel it's important that we give back is because my generation, we went through an identity crisis together, a lot of us. And the Beatles were exemplary of us. They were our voice. That was a transition from the outside to the inside. If we want to change the world, we don't look out here, we look in here. And so that was a major shift. And it's being carried on, only you need to be inspired again. You need to be, or maybe for the first time, you need to realize you're carrying on something that started with our generation. It was a revolution in thinking, and it needs to be kept going. We need a better world. We need people to be more conscious, to be more evolved. And expanding the mind like TM does is absolutely vital to bringing about stronger people. If you can strengthen people inside, you've changed the world. My name is Prudence Pharoah Bruns, and I transcend proudly.
Dear Prudence, won't you come out to play?